tell you a joke. A father looked at his son and said, "My dear son, you're turning out just like me. Well played, Karma. Well played." And some parents said to him, "The best time of my parenting is when my child goes to school." No, when he's sleeping. He corrected himself. Well, I want to ask you a general question. Real estate question. Right? Some finance, some account, some money. Let's talk business. Why is ground floor expensive by rent? I would like to have some answers by raising your hands. It's easily accessible. Then why is that ground floor has double the rent of a floor? There is a lift. To access, there can be a wide lift. Why is it expensive, ground floor? Have you seen that? Do you know? Ground floor is very, very expensive. Why? Why is that McDonald's are only in the ground floor? Never you will find it in the first floor. Next question. Why is that balcony tickets are more expensive than Gandhi class? Why? Comfort. I'm not talking about the sofa seats. Leave that. View. What is that view you're talking about here? It's within your range of eye level. So is the ground floor. It's within the range of your eye level. When you're walking or when you're riding, you never walk like this. You'll only walk like this. So what you see is all what you register. I am moving to the concept of how you are supposed to set up a house for your child. Something which is in the child's eye level is all what he can perceive. May I request both the ladies to kindly come up on stage? Assume it's straight. Okay? I know I've folded this paper. What shape do you see?
It's like a straight, vertical.
Straight line. What are you seeing? 150 people. Who is right?
This is in my view and that is their view.
Thank you. It's the same paper. As she beautifully said, it is my view. It is your view. Now I'll do a small exercise. If you're elderly, don't do. Can you kindly kneel down for me, please? It's okay. I'm also wearing a costly dress. It's okay. Now you are in the height of your child. Please see what is that you can see. Look around. What are you able to see? You're able to see legs of the chairs. You're able to see the bottom of the table. You had not seen there is a speaker hidden in a shabby way. You're able to see that now. You're able to see all that wires which are hanging down. Right? Is it a pleasant view what you're getting compared to the view what you had when you sat down? I have come out with a new supermarket called Chaitanya's supermarket. Very, very huge discounts and very cheap, inexpensive, very attractive. D-Mart, much cheaper than that. Right? There is only one thing. All the items are kept above 6.5 feet. And don't worry. There will be one person allocated to you to help you. So the assistant comes, you go, and you say, I would like to buy a tea, green label tea. He takes and gives you a tea from up. No, this is red roses. I wanted a green label tea. Okay, he keeps it back. This is red roses, but I wanted half a kg, not 1 kilo. Oh, is it so? Okay, keep it back. Give this. No, I wanted a strong one, not this one. Okay, keeps it back. Gives it. Fine, done. Then you want to buy a biscuit. Then you walk a little further. He'll come with you. He's always there to assist you. Alright? Then you say, I need a Parle-G biscuit. He gives you a big biscuit with 10 boxes in it. You say, no, not so much. I wanted the one Parle-G, is a small one. Is this the one? No, that's 2 rupee wala. I wanted a 5 rupee wala. This goes on and you do your entire shopping. How is your experience? At the end, the bechara was trying to help you. You feel like kicking in his butt. right? Now listen carefully. Every other minute your child will have to say, I would like to have this plate to eat food. You will give the plate. He says, no, not this plate. I wanted the white one. Is this the one? No, not. How long can I take your tantrums? It's just a bloody plate, eat it. I want a spoon. Not this spoon, the spoon in which I ate yesterday. And we feel the child is troubling us, right? And child is troubling us, isn't it? Why is the child troubling us? Because things are not in his reach. Please note, things have become like that supermarket where everything is stored up for your height and he can't reach. Till the time he can't reach, your suffering will continue, and so would his suffering. The way you felt with that boy, that's exactly the feeling your child will have with you. She can't understand when I say, give me a plate. She gives the wrong plate. If you want your child to be independent, either things should be placed at his eyesight or he should be elevated to that height. What I mean is this. Either take him up so that he can reach the tap, or else bring the tap itself down. Do whatever it takes. But it should be reachable by him so that he wouldn't care to ask your help. Every time a child asks your help, it is only trying to say, in my house, things are not reachable for me. That's all. He is really not bothered about the costly plate what you're giving. He just wants the plate to be chosen out of those 3 which are in his reach. Because nothing is in his reach, he keeps asking you, that. If you have to welcome your child to your home, there are 3 places in which he gets to do activities. One is a child corner, which I'll explain you. Another is kitchen, another is bathroom and wardrobes. These are the only few places where he gets to do activities. There were times when you used to play markoti. There were times where you used to do lagori, goli, whatever, dabba. Your child can't play all that. He has only few activities left in his life. Some are in his child's corner, some are in kitchen, some are in bathroom. What is his child's corner? However poor you are, there should be a small place dedicated for the child. It's yours. It yours means you keep what you want to keep. You clean when it has to be cleaned. You arrange it how it has to be arranged. It looks something like this. However small it is. It has some plates where he can take his own plate. There are some spoons which he can take from. There is a dustpan. There are some pens and stuff. Another example is this. There is a place where he can keep his bag. He can choose the pencil in which he is going to write from. Choose the spoon which he is going to use. This in one common element in both these pictures is the dustpan. Very, very important. You spill, no problem. Mop it. The mop is available in your reach. If something falls, no problem. The duster and the dustpan is available in your reach. Just use it. I have nothing to scold you. Do it. That's called child's corner. Less is more. 3 plates, good enough. He can choose one. Mop it, clean the plate, and he can keep it back. If you want your child to be independent, however poor you are, give him a small 2 by 3 feet space and call it his. Don't dare touch it. Don't dare clean it. It's his place. He will do everything himself because everything is accessible there. I would like to show you some photographs of how a house has to be set for a child to do his activities. This is a wardrobe. Is it interesting? It's not a walk-in closet, but you can walk around it. The child will choose what he wants to wear. There is a mirror in his height so that he can comb. He can choose what he wants to wear. and struggle for half an hour to wear. Another example of a wardrobe. The child brushes by himself or herself. If you can, bring the wash basin down. If you can't, put a stool, let the child raise to the wash basin. Either bring things to his eye level or take his eye up. This is the second example. You can't bring the wash basin down, take him up. This child could hardly be 1.5 years or less. If you have a bathtub, you have easy fixtures to arrange. You can look at this stepper for him to reach to his. I'll be playing a video at the end of it which demonstrates how a house has to be set if a child needs to be independent. I will go forward and come back there later. If your child asks for any help at home to do his work, then something is wrong with the height at which the things are kept, or there is an inconsistency in expectation, or there is wrong modeling. It can only be these three things. Whenever a child says, "Give me a towel," this is all it means. I want to give the crux of this workshop through this and the next slide. So I request you to kindly open your mobile and take a photo of it. And every time your child asks, "I want this, give it to me," please read it once to understand. One of these three things is not falling in place. Now what happens? Your child asks, "I would like to brush." So you will carry the child and you will help him brush, let's say. The child likes the warmth of you holding. So the child would feel like becoming more and more dependent on you. Because it's a nice feeling, somebody holding, somebody touching. So in the name of helping the child, we're actually making him get used to being dependent on us. Golden rule to make your child independent. My whole talk is in this 4 lines. A place for everything and everything in its place. If a child has to use a thing, then it has to be placed at his eyesight height. Maintain consistency in your expectation and do the right modeling. Less is more. Please take a photograph of this slide as well. I will elaborate what less is more. You know the 80-20 theory. Out of all the dresses I have in my cupboard, 20% of the dress I use 80% of the time. Another 80% of the dress I use 20% of the time. And somebody was telling, when you come to a workshop like this, you pull out a nice sari. When you're meeting people you don't know. But when you're meeting your husband, it's the same old sari. Who is more important? 80% of the things in our house is hardly used. And 20% of the things are used again and again. You have 5 pairs of shoes. 1 pair is used again and again and again. The rest 4 is hardly used. So identify the 20% and keep only that for your child. The rest 80% is not needed. Less is more. We spend this 2.5 hours to help you make your child independent and to have the same behavior what a child has in school at home. Many of you will succeed, many of you will fail in having the same behavior because that's a lot of asking. Because you need to do right modeling. So it's a lot of asking. But setting up a home is very simple. That is something doable. It's not very tough. With activities, the child learns how to learn. And if you want your child to learn to jump the fence, you should have fence. You need to create trouble so that the child learns to overcome the trouble. If you make life very easy, if there is somebody to do his job all the time, including you, you're not helping him, you're actually harming him.